Good morning, students. In this video, we can start introduction of exercise 10.4. We will study vector product. Already we know what is scalar product. In previous videos, we have studied a vector dot b vector equal to modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector cos theta. This is scalar product. If you find out scalar product, you will get one scalar quantity. One number you will get. Okay. Then now we will study vector product. Vector product. If you consider two vectors, first a vector, second vector is b vector. The angle between a vector and b vector is theta. Then what is vector product? We can write that a vector cross b vector equal to magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector, sine theta n unit vector. This is vector product. Then vector product, also one more name is there, that is cross product. Vector product or cross product. When you find out vector product, that time you will get one vector quantity only, because in here n unit vector is there. In the case of scalar product, you will get one scalar quantity, that means one number, 2 or 3, any number you will get. But when you find out cross product, you will get one vector quantity only, not scalar quantity, not like one number. Okay. Then in here, if you find out a cross b, you will get one vector quantity. The direction of vector quantity will be this direction. The perpendicular of a vector and b vector. Then just opposite direction also will get here minus n. Two direction is there. First n vector, otherwise minus n vector. What is n vector? Means perpendicular of a vector and b vector. Now we can check observation of cross product. First observation is a cross b is a vector. Already you know, when you write the formula of a cross b in here, one n unit vector is there, isn't it? That's why a cross b a vector quantity only. We will not get any scalar quantity. That is first observation. Second observation is let a vector and b vector be two non-zero vectors. We can consider two non-zero vectors. First vector a vector, next b vector. Two non-zero vectors, that means magnitude we can find out. Okay. Then a cross b equal to 0 if and only if a vector and b vector are parallel or collinear to each other. In here, in this two vectors, you know this a vector and b vector are parallel, that means same level. The angle between these two vectors, that will be theta will be 0 in here, because same level means we can say the angle between both vectors will be 0. Then if you use a cross b equal to magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector, sine theta. Theta how much? Theta is 0. then n vector, modulus of a vector, modulus of b vector. Sin theta value is 0, 0 n vector. What will we get? We will get 0 vector. 0 into any number, you will get 0 only, isn't it? So, when you find out a cross b, if you are getting 0 or 0 vector, that time we can say a vector and b vector are parallel. Two vectors are parallel means another name is collinear vectors. Already we have studied two vectors parallel means that type vectors known as collinear vectors. Then in particular a vector cross a vector is 0. Look, if you consider one vector, a vector. Again, if you are considering the same vector, that is a vector cross a vector, equal to, what will get answer? 0. What is the reason? The angle between this a vector cross a vector is 0. Only one straight line only, isn't it? So, the angle between same vector we will get 0. So, a cross b, our answer will be 0. Then in case if you consider just opposite direction means this will be minus a vector. Direction change already, isn't it? Minus a vector, that time a vector cross minus a vector, that time also we will get answer 0. What is the reason? In here theta equal to, what is the theta? Angle between that both vectors, that is 180 degree, pi, isn't it? Pi. Then if you give in here pi, in here if you give pi, sin pi value is 0 only. So, you will get answer 0. This particular case, a cross a equal to 0, a cross minus a equal to 0. Using this condition, if you write I cross I, what will you get? Equal vectors, you will get 0. Then j cross j, you will get 0. K cross k, you will get 0. This is like some observation also we can write. Okay, we have that observations also. Just pause the video or write down in your notebook these observations. Now we can see third observation. If theta equal to pi by 2, then a cross b equal to magnitude of a vector into magnitude of b vector. If we consider two vectors, this first vector a vector, this second vector b vector, in here angle is 90 degree. 90 degree means pi by 2. Pi means 180, pi by 2 is 90 degree. From here, if you find out cross product, what you will get? Our result, check it. A vector cross b vector, use this formula, magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector, sin theta is 90 degree, n vector equal to magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector, sin 90 degree, sin 90 value is 1 n vector. You get magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector, n cap. This is our result. You can write in here n cap also. Then fourth observation is I cross I, j cross j, k cross k equal to 0. Already we discussed in previous observation. The next I cross j we can write k, j cross k we can write I, k cross I we can write j. Then next j cross I equal to minus k vector, k cross j equal to minus I vector, I cross k equal to minus j vector. How can study this part? Two different methods are there. Easy method we can study first. I vector j vector and k vector. If you consider anti-clockwise rotation, then I cross j, you will get k vector. Only consider anti-clockwise rotation. Then start from here, j cross k, we will get I vector. Then last, k cross I, we will get j vector. Always this vector will be positive. Anti-clockwise rotation means our result will be positive. If you consider clockwise rotation, I, j, k. Clockwise rotation, you will get minus. Clockwise rotation means start from here, I cross k, you will get minus j. Then start from here, k cross j, we will get minus I vector. Then last, j cross I, will get minus k vector. Clockwise rotation means we will get negative. Anti-clockwise rotation means we will get positive. The two things we are written in here. I cross j equal to k, j cross k equal to I, k cross I equal to j. Then similarly, this negative values also. This one method is easy method. You can note down in your notebook. Another method is, if you consider this x, y axis, z axis. Unit vector of x axis is I vector, unit vector of y axis is j vector, unit vector of z axis is k vector. We need I cross j. First, I cross j means our right hand keep the direction of x axis, because I in here only, isn't it? In this direction. Then after, our finger just curve in the direction of j axis. Keep your right palm the direction of x axis, just curve out to j axis, because I cross j we need, isn't it? Now check it. Where is our thumb? Thumb outside only, outside direction, isn't it? That time we can say that is positive direction. But then if you need j cross k, starting j, isn't it? This y axis j in here only, keep in this direction, in the direction of y axis, curve out to k, because k is the unit vector of k. Then look, where is our thumb? Outside direction, isn't it? That time we will get positive. Then last, check it in here also. First we will keep our palm in the direction of z axis, k in here only, curve out to I direction. So where is our thumb? Outside, isn't it? That time we will get, that is positive. Now we can see just opposite. What will happen? J cross I. What is that? J first, isn't it? We can see j in here. Then I second. We will keep the direction of j in this direction. Then curve out our finger to I axis. That time where is our thumb? Thumb inside only, going inside. Okay. That time that will be minus k vector. That time you will think, why we cannot keep in here, in this direction. If you keep in this direction, curve out your finger, which direction will come? That is k direction only. No k in here, isn't it? We have to curve out our finger. Then if you keep in here only, this direction only, then only we can curve out our finger to y direction. That time our thumb inside. So we will get minus k. Then similarly we can do the remaining part also. This second method. I think first method is little easy method. Now we can see fifth observation. Angle between two vectors. What is angle between two vectors? Look, one vector, a vector, another vector is b vector. In this angle between that both vectors is theta. In case they are given a vector and b vector, we have to find out theta. You know cross product a cross b equal to magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector, sine theta n vector. Next step, we are going to take modulus both sides. Modulus of a vector cross b vector equal to modulus of a vector b vector sine theta. And here this common modulus we can give inside. Modulus of a vector. If you write two times, now you have to write only one time. Then in here also same modulus of b vector. Then modulus of sine theta. Then modulus of n cap equal to modulus of a vector, modulus of b vector, sine theta. What is magnitude of n vector? N cap means that is unit vector. N cap means unit vector. How can you understand this is unit vector? You can see in here one cap. This cap are representing unit vector only. Okay. Then if you find out magnitude of n cap, you will get one unit. That means this part no need to write, isn't it? This magnitude of a vector and magnitude of b vector bring to left side. We will get already left side modulus of a cross b vector divided by this modulus of a vector, modulus of b vector equal to modulus of sine theta. Check it left side. Modulus of a cross b, this is positive, this part also positive. This left side always will get positive only, isn't it? Then this modulus no need to use because always we will get positive term only. Left side positive means right side also we need positive only, isn't it? Then no need to use this modulus. Then after this sine bring to left side, you will get sine inverse into modulus of a cross b vectors divided by modulus of a vector modulus of b vector equal to remaining theta. This is angle between two vectors. That is fifth observation. Just pause the video, write down these observations also. If you need means you can write this explanation also. That is not compulsory, for understanding only. The next observation is vector product is not commutative. You know, in the case of scalar product, that is a dot b, we can write b vector dot a vector. Scalar product is commutative. Commutative means we can interchange the position of a vector and b vector. But in the case of vector product, otherwise cross product, we cannot write b cross a. These two not equal. Then we have to write 1 minus. What is the reason? Already we know I cross j, we can write k vector, but j cross I, what we will write? We will write minus k vector only, isn't it? These two not equal. Similarly, we can say a cross b and b cross a is not equal, but we have to write 1 minus. In here, what is the difference? In here k, in here minus k vector, isn't it? Then vector product is not commutative. We are not when you interchange the position of A vector and B vector, we have to write 1 minus. Okay, this is known as commutative. No minus in here. This is not commutative. Seventh observation is, if A vector and B vector represent the adjacent side of a triangle, then area of triangle is 1 by 2 modulus of A cross B. Using by this formula, we can find out area of triangle. We can see, if we consider one triangle, triangle ABC. This AB will consider A vector, AC will consider B vector. How to find out area of triangle? In lower class also we have studied area of triangle ABC equal to 1 by 2 base into height. This is like one formula we have studied, isn't it? Then in this triangle, what is base? Base B equal to, base means AB. This is downside part, AB, isn't it? Then AB means what? We need length of AB. AB means magnitude of A vector. We cannot write A vector. A vector means only one vector only. We need actually what? We need length of A vector. Length of A vector means that is magnitude of A vector, isn't it? So we will consider magnitude of A vector. Then next, B we got it, H. H means height. Height. H equal to, in here directly we cannot find out height. Height means one perpendicular line from base. Perpendicular we need, then only we can say this CD is height, isn't it? How can find out CD? We consider theta in here. In triangle, I am going to take triangle ACD, this triangle only. In triangle ACD, take sine theta. Sine theta. In this triangle, take sine theta. Sine means what? Perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular is this dotted line, that is CD, divided by hypotenuse. What is hypotenuse? That is AC. CD divided by AC means length of this side, AC side, isn't it? That one we can write magnitude of B vector. AC is B vector, we need length, so we will find out magnitude of B vector. Then this magnitude of B vector bring to left side into sine theta equal to what we will get? CD. CD means what? That is height. Height we can write magnitude of B vector sine theta. Now we got base and height. Then B and H just put in here. Area of triangle ABC equal to 1 by 2. Base means magnitude of A vector, height means magnitude of B vector sine theta. Then this one we can write 1 by 2 magnitude of A cross B. Why we are using in here modulus? Look, in our formula A cross B equal to modulus of A vector, modulus of B vector sine theta 1 n cap is there, but that n cap not there, isn't it? Then if we use both sides modulus, this n cap will be 1. What is the reason? N cap means unit vector, magnitude of unit vector will be 1, then we will get this formula, isn't it? Then this is the formula for find out area of triangle. Similarly, observation number 8, if A vector and B vector represent adjacent side of parallelogram, area of parallelogram will be magnitude of A cross B vector. Similar method we can use if you consider one parallelogram. This is like one parallelogram. This A vector, this B vector, in here theta. Opposite side also you will get A vector only. In here also you will get B vector only. Then height. Then area of parallelogram, base into height. Base into height. This area of parallelogram. What is base in here? Base is A vector. What is height in here? Height already we find out this one. Similar method we can use for find out area of parallelogram also. Just pause the video, write down in your notebook this observations also. Now we can see one question. A vector equal to 2i plus j plus 3k. B vector equal to 3i plus 5j minus 2k. Find A cross B. How to find out? We know one formula, A cross B equal to magnitude of A vector, magnitude of B vector, sin theta n cap. From here we can find out magnitude of A vector. This is like magnitude of A vector equal to square root of 2 square plus 1 square plus 3 square. We can find out magnitude of A vector. Then similarly magnitude of B vector also we can find out. How to find out sin theta? Using by angle we can find out sin theta also in case. Then how to find out n cap? So difficult, isn't it? Then this formula we cannot use in this question. Then normal method we can use. A cross B equal to 2i plus j plus 3k cross B vector means 3i plus 5j minus 2k vector equal to first this 2 into 3 6 I cross I this j, this k. Anti-clockwise rotation means that will be positive. The next I, j, k. Clockwise rotation means that will be negative. Then I cross I equal to 0, j cross j equal to 0, k cross k equal to 0. These three things we will use. First, I cross I. What is I cross I? 0, isn't it? 6 into 0. Then next, this 2. 2 into 5, 10 you will get. 2 5 10. I cross j. I cross j equal to, check it, anti-clockwise rotation or clockwise rotation. I cross j, that will be k. Positive, isn't it? You can write positive direction. Then 2 into minus 2, minus 4. Then I cross k. I cross k. What is I cross k? In here, clockwise rotation only. I cross k. I cross k means you will get j. Which is sign? Minus sign. You will get minus j only. Okay, minus j. Then next, j cross this 2. We have 1 is there, 1 into 3, 3. J cross I. J cross I, you will get k, negative sign, minus k. Then j cross j, that will be 0 only, I need to do. J cross minus 2k. In here, 1 into minus 2. Minus 2, j cross k. What is j cross k? J cross k is I positively. Then using by last part, 3 into 3 plus 9, k cross I, k cross I, you will get positive j, j. plus j. Then 3 into 5, 15. K cross j. K cross j is I negative minus I. Then last k cross k, that will be 0. 6 into 0, no need to write. Then 10k. And here minus minus plus 4j. Plus into minus minus 3k. Minus 2i. And here plus 9j. Last minus 15k. 15i. Then 10k minus 3k is 7k. Then 4j plus 9j, 13j. Then what is remaining? Minus 2i, minus 15i, minus 17i. This is our answer. But this is a very complicated method, isn't it? Each and every time we have to check this method. What is the sign of our vector? Very difficult, isn't it? That time we will use one method, that is determinant method. In chapter 4 already you have studied determinant, isn't it? That method we can apply in here. That is A cross B vector equal to determinant of first row, just write I, J, K. This is first row. Always I, J, K only we will write. Then second row, write the scalar component of A vector. That is 2 in here, 1 in here, 3. In third row, scalar component of B vector 3, 5, minus 2. We can make one determinant. Keep in mind, first row always ijk. Second row means scalar component of first vector, that is A vector in here. Then third row is scalar component of second vector. Then we can find out determinant first I vector into this first column, first row. Just leave it. Then remaining 1 into minus 2, minus 2. Then common minus 5 into 3, 15. In here plus, next one will be minus, then next will be plus. Right, minus j. Second column, first row, just leave it. 2 into minus 2, minus 4. Then minus 3 into 3, 9. Then last plus k. Vector into third column, first row, just leave it. Then 2 into 5, 10 minus 3 into 1, 3. What will get? Minus 2 minus 15, minus 17i. And here minus 4 minus 9, minus 13, then minus into minus plus 13j. Last 10 minus 3, 7k. This is our answer. Check it. Both answer minus 17i plus 13j, 7k. This is easy method, isn't it? Directly find out determinants. Then this part, this one, learn here. We are always using this determinant method only